Tastemaster Professional is brought to you by Clover. Made with love for the ones you love.
Whatever you want, be the brave. Now give it your all, unafraid. 'Cause you will shine. It's your time. It's your time.
Last week on the Tastemaster Professional, the pressure stacked up as the chefs found themselves caught between two slices. Working in teams, they had to create a gourmet sandwich menu, showcasing a variety of freshly baked artisan bread. After a tough challenge, Charmaine won Dish of the Day, and Team Green claimed victory over Team White. Now the bottom four chefs, Damien, Nozi, Raboni and Sasha, face off in the Elimination Challenge. And it's all about celebrating South African flavors. Who will make Mzansi proud?
It's a brand new week. I'm in the eliminations. It's a chance for me to showcase what I can do.
The stakes are really high. No one wants to go home.
We're here now, and I'm going to make the most of it.
I have to take things by the bull's horn and actually just steer myself in the right direction.
Hello, chefs.
Hello.
Welcome to the elimination round. I know a place that no one wants to be. Nozi, you've been here once before, making this your second time. How are you feeling?
Feeling a bit anxious, but I'm very confident.
All right. Sasha, last week you were very emotional. What do you think it was that got you here?
I think it was poor planning, and we're definitely not doing that this week.
Guys, did you ever think that a sandwich would land you in the hot water?
No.
Like it did. Damien, are you ready for today?
I'm ready for today, Chef.
Cool. Well, Bonnie, how do you feel about being in your second elimination?
It's not nice being here, but we're here. Camera keeps rolling. We need to do what we gotta do.
Well, chefs, I'm going to remind you of what is at stake today. The grand prize winner is going to walk away with that very exciting 5-door Suzuki Jimny. KitchenAid equipment valued at 38,000 Rand. A year's supply of Clover products, 30,000 Rand from Food Lovers Market. And then you can bank on that professional role at the all-new and exciting Tastemaster Deli and Kitchen at Richback Wine Estate in Paarl, valued at 200,000 Rand from Capitec Business, turning your bold ambitions into an opportunity for growth.
So guys, as you work our way through this Tastemaster Kitchen and Deli menu, we've covered breakfast, something sweet, and sandwiches. And the clock keeps ticking, and it's lunchtime. Today we're looking for an inspired South African lunch dish to fill your guests' bellies.
It's something South African. That is a lot, because South Africa is quite vast on the palate.
South African to me means diversity.
I'm from Durban, and we like spice, so I'm going to be bringing the heat.
Here to lead us into that next challenge is our guest judge, who is head chef at one of the most exciting new restaurants in the Cape Winelands that celebrates South African flavors. Chefs, put your hands together for Travis Finch from Aram Restaurant at Boschendal Wine Estate.
The biggest driving factors for me is being proudly South African and all our culture and heritage that we have to offer in South Africa. I started my training under Peter Temploff in Cape Town at the Greenhouse Restaurant. I learned from a very early age about precision and discipline and how to strive to always be better. At Aram, we cook over open fire. We cook from the garden that we have on our doorstep. We take those ingredients, we try and treat them as minimally as possible and let the natural form of ingredients and the natural flavor of ingredients speak for themselves. And we do that while putting everything through a little bit of a treatment of smoke and fire. Smoke brings the most incredible flavor. It's reverting back to old techniques, which again I think is very South African. Pickling, preserving, aging, hanging meat, and that kind of flows throughout the menu in different ways. What we try and do is create an environment that's casual, welcoming, and it feels abundant for the guests walking into the restaurant. But we still apply precision and technique to everything we do. You get to a point where you realize ingredients are more important than technique.
Today, cooking as individuals, you will be expected to deliver a South African lunch dish. Local ingredients and local flavors, but please give us something that is truly remarkable, memorable, and inspired.
And talking about inspiration, Chef Travis has prepared a tremendous masterclass for you. So take it all in. It's important, chefs. Let's give it our best shot. Let's go.
When I think of South African, I look back at my grandmother and how she would just make a big feast for everyone on Sunday with different colors on the plate.
Today I'm going to be giving you a master class on smoking. I think in South Africa, cooking over open fire and smoking is probably the most primal thing that we do. And there's so many different ways that you can smoke food. You know, your classic two are a hot and a cold smoke. Today I'm going to show you a cold smoked duck breast that then we're going to render down the fat and cook thereafter. When we do this, what's very important is when you're smoking with the wood chips is you need to get the wood chips quite hot. The heat is going to make it more combustible. We're going to get some rooibos in there. So the wood chips themselves are going to give off an aroma to the product you're smoking, but then furthermore, we're adding a little bit of rooibos. So the rooibos, the tea, adds herbaceousness to the duck, which is fantastic because it leans into the dish, which has got a lot of, you know, kind of the aromas of South Africa. So rooibos makes complete sense to use here.
Chef, can we use any type of protein for this specific process?
Yeah, you definitely can. It's not necessarily going to cook the product all the way through. So that's for you to kind of decide how you're going to do it. Like if you're doing a salmon or a salmon trout, then this would be a process to cook it start to finish. If you were, let's say, you wanted to do like a smoked beef, it wouldn't cook it all the way through. So I'd recommend cooking thereafter, whether that be on open fire or whatever method you choose. You know, with duck breast, you can eat it almost medium rare. Therefore, the smoking process is perfect for it.
Would you use this process to smoke things like maybe your fruits? Or would you use
You
a different...
definitely can.
To smoke the vegetables, would you also use it for like cooked vegetables?
So usually when you are smoking an ingredient, you want to introduce the smoke beforehand and not after, so that you introduce the smoke and then cook the ingredient thereafter. So you can smell the aromas starting to come out of it. So you can see that's starting to smoke. At that point, I'll take it off the heat, just so you don't want to char the rooibos. Now you're going to try and trap as much of that smoke in as possible.
I liked how we added the rooibos tea inside of the wood chips to give it a more of a South African feel. So I will definitely be using that in my dish.
The type of wood that you use is so vitally important. Like when you smell that, you're getting different aromas from it. On the farm, we use all the stone fruits that we actually produce on the farm. So peach, plum, cherry, these are all very traditional smoked chip methods or ingredients that you would use. You can also use maple and oak. But for me, stone fruits impart the best flavor because you actually get a little bit of flavor that goes into it as well. It's not just a straight smoke flavor.
I'm smelling wood. Not quite smoke, but I can smell the fragrance you were referring to. It
Yeah.
is there, it's an undertone.
Should be perfectly smoked now. As you can see the smoke coming through. You can smell that rooibos. It's coming through very prominently.
I can get from here.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you took that for another 30 minutes, you would almost be able to have just a straight smoked duck, almost like a ham. And it's absolutely delicious on itself. So now we're going to treat the duck breast exactly like you would cook a normal duck breast. We're going to score the skin so we can render down a little bit of the fat. Normally I just do it in diagonals. You don't want to break into the actual flesh of the duck itself, just through the fat.
Chef, what is it that you're looking for exactly with the duck face down?
So you could see in the beginning, I put the duck breast in. There was absolutely no fat in the pan, no oil, waiting to see the fat render out like it is now. And you'll see I'll probably do 2 to 3 times on the pan where I'll push it to the side. You don't want to deep fry it. You get rid of all that fat and you want to see a lovely golden brown on the breast itself, on the skin. And then the duck fat as well. You don't have to get rid of the duck fat because the duck fat can be used. Now you've got a smoked duck fat.
Liquid gold in there.
Liquid gold.
Would that be the same process with a smoked salmon? Would it be skin side down after you've smoked it?
No, so with salmon, once I've smoked it, I wouldn't cook it after that. It's cooked, it's done. And you can see how much the duck breast itself is cooked down now.
The technique that he showed us with the duck, I was like, I'm definitely stealing this.
And that's it. That's your smoked duck breast.
Watching his masterclass, the biggest thing that stands out for me is the time of his smoke, because I'm very much concerned at this point as to how long to smoke. So I'm taking note as to his timeline of what he does. It's just that smokiness.
That's really good.
Yes.
Simple.
Fat is what is going to take the smoke on. So that's why duck lends itself perfectly to smoking.
Tasting the duck, it was very subtle, very smooth. I liked it.
Hi, Chef.
Hi.
Look at the enjoyment and inspiration on these faces, huh? Feeling that South African kiss?
Definitely.
Love it, love it. Well, chefs, it's time for you to go and shop for those core ingredients. We're heading to Food Lovers Market to do that. Let's go.
For an abundance of fresh local produce, our chefs find inspiration at Food Lovers Market Sandown in Milnerton, arriving in comfort courtesy of the Suzuki Jimny.
I love shopping at Food Lovers. This is absolutely one of my most favorite places of all time.
Today's game plan is to be bold and fragrant as I can.
Everything about my dish is proudly South African. I'll be using umngqusho, chakalaka, and ostrich.
Today's menu, I've got a traditional pabori tartlet. I'm going to try and do my own little flair with a phenol smoked apple chutney, and I'm also going to do some root veg as well.
Food Lovers Market has a wide variety of protein choices with the friendliest butchers, giving us the best service.
Got a selection of beautiful meats behind me. I'm going to use ground mince, not lean mince. There's a bit more fat content in there, so when you caramelize that mince, that fat will just come out nicely. I'm playing with my Capitec card today, and it's one less thing I need to worry about. I just got to tap and go.
Thank you, Capitec Business, for some love.
Up next, the pressure is on in the Elimination Challenge as our chefs celebrate South African flavors. Proudly South African for over 125 years, bringing families together around the table. Clover, made with love.
Chefs, you've shopped for all of your core ingredients at Food Lovers Market. Our pantry is also fully stocked with all the Clover products you may need, as well as Rhodes quality veg products and Heinz spices.
I'm feeling confident knowing that Rhodes quality vegetables and Heinz spices are at my disposal to help me succeed in this proudly South African themed episode.
Chefs, for this challenge, you will have 2 hours to cook your South African-inspired lunch dish. Remember, for those of you who have not used your Sensodyne Rapid Relief Pin, you can still use it at any time during this challenge for that bonus extra 10 minutes added to the clock. It's like instant relief from the clock.
Right, guys, get your curry powder out. Where's the masala? Let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and cook.
Heart starts racing, the adrenaline starts pumping. First thing I need to do is get a pan on. It's the go-to.
Today we're forcing ourselves to stay calm. So I composed myself, I fully reeled it in, and we're just gonna go.
I'm just going to be seasoning my lamb, and then I'm just going to smoke the lamb a bit. Okay, breathe, calm down. You've got this.
I am making a chakalaka sambrozado. I'm closer, and it's just fitting.
Can the Sam cook? It's literally all that's going in my mind.
Sabit, this is your challenge. What is the one thing that you would absolutely love to see from the chefs today?
Incorporating smoke into the ingredients. I think it's a forefront of South African flavour profile. Smoke, fire, and then using the ingredients in possibly a way that we haven't seen before.
That sounds very exciting. Chef Baptist, what do you think would be the biggest no-nos for this particular challenge?
I think to make poor interpretations of local food is actually, that's the thing. We've got such diverse culinary heritage to really pull inspiration from that, you know, it'll be a pity that they don't get it.
For today's challenge, I'm going to be making a pabori tartlet. In the same breath, I'll make a sweet version, which is a rooibos-scented milk tart.
I've been thinking about home a lot. So I am making several colors, what my mom does best. Almost every Sunday I get a break at home and my mom cooks for me. She wakes up in the wee hours of the morning and she makes a feast. So today my dish is going to be inspired by that.
Today I'm making a lamb bunny chow. It's going to be a bougie bunny. I'm using lamb shank. I'm originally from Durban. I grew up there. And so when they said South African, it just made sense to me to take it back to my roots. I've made lamb shank curry before, but never in a pressure cooker, so I'm under pressure. I'm not crying, guys. It's just the onions this week.
Currently, I'm prepping the base to all the root veg, because the veg takes a bit long to cook. So I'm steaming them before I grill them in the griddle pan, and that's before I smoke them.
I'm making chakalaka. I'm using the Heinz mild and spicy curry powder because it will help it give it a depth of flavor. Excited.
While the bottom four fight for survival, Charmaine enjoys a reward for winning last week's challenge. It's a private masterclass and bread experience with Ricardo Slavas, head baker at La Motte.
I got our classic sourdough for you. So we're going to shape this today. You can see this has been very aerated. Let's get to folding.
I'm excited. I've never folded bread before.
It's easy. A pre-shape is basically where you shape the bread, let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes so the dough can relax, and then you do a final shaping. What you want to do is just do this and do that. And then you turn this around and that's your pre-shaping. That's the easy part.
What's the hard part?
Final shaping.
What stood out to me the most is how much love and care he has for bread.
That's your center. You want to take all of that edges and you want to pull. Center.
There we go.
Now you take that top part and you bring it to the center. And now we roll. You can hear all the air in there.
Look at me. I could make bread now.
While the bread proves, Charmaine tours the Mill Walk, an on-site exhibition which showcases the history of milling and bread making in South Africa, including the restored wood-fired oven in the bakery.
I learned how to use the Dutch oven that was made in the 1800s. That means that oven is older than all of us. That was my favorite part. I mean, I don't know, maybe I just like playing with fire. It takes him 18 to 24 hours to bake just a loaf of sourdough. It just shows you how much passion someone needs to have to be a baker. This is the one I made, right?
I think every single South African loves chicken. So taking back to the basics.
So I'm using the Clover full cream milk as the base to my creme pat on the custard for the milk tart. So I'm going to reduce that slightly. The rooibos tea in here is going to give it more of a South African feel to it.
For sure. I see you put some lamb shin over there and over here.
Yes, chef, I'm about to, I just smoked it. So I'm going to sear them nicely. And then I'm going to pop this as well as the other lamb legs into the pressure cooker.
Okay, what bread have you gone with today?
So I've decided to make this a bougie bunny. I love croissants, so I found a croissant loaf.
Okay. You have something sweet and acidic.
I've got a little pick up my sleeve, but you'll see when I present.
Okay. Perfect.
Now I'm going to get this in the oven. I need to blind bake this crispy as I possibly can.
So what have you got for us today?
We have some chicken necks, some
cool.
chicken thighs,
Stunning.
some,
Are you going to braise them together?
yes,
Nice, lovely.
have some corn.
That would beetroot, Rabone.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking
I
it's
just want to say, for a 7 colours, not a beetroot is like, it's...
it's right.
You're gonna miss a colour.
right?
Yeah.
So I think I'll add some beetroot in there as well. And you have your aardappel slice.
I'm going to count those colours later. We'll see how many you've got.
I grew up in the Free State and I went to a Afrikaans and English medium high school. I grew up in a Plaas. Literally. That's where the Afrikaans comes from. I think my biggest competition is and will always be myself. I am my harshest critic. Before anyone even says anything about something, best believe I have already thought it through 10 million times.
Over here I've got my bobotie mince filling that I've got going. To this I'm adding a combination of Heinz spices, which is the hot curry powder as well as the mild and spicy curry powder. So the combination of both will just bring out the flavors even better.
Well, see, if I didn't know any better, this would look like the beginning of a chakalaka to me.
It is actually. So I'm making a spin on risotto
Yeah?
using sand, and I'll blend the chakalaka into it.
Okay.
I'll serve it with crispy onions and an ostrich fillet.
Okay.
How are you going to cook the actual ostrich fillet?
So I'm gonna first smoke it, and then I will fry it.
And rest it well.
Yes, chef.
in any bobotie, do you do apricot jam, raisins, almonds? How do you approach it?
So the raisins I keep separate.
Yeah.
It's a bit of sweetness, which I'm going to do in the chutney. And then I don't do any nuts either. And I don't do the breadcrumbs soaking the whole thing. It's beef bobotie spiced with 5 different types of masalas and spices. And the idea is to bring that flavor through that way.
I am making chakalaka with the Rhodes beans. Baked beans is essential for making the best chakalaka in my opinion. The Rhodes quality baked beans in tomato sauce adds a sweetness to balance the dish's spicy kick.
So Travis, have you seen anything today with these young chefs that really excites you?
So the bobotie tart, I'm very interested to see how that comes out. And then as well, I'm from Durban.
Yeah.
So to see a lamb shank bunny cooked in a croissant loaf, very interested to see how that works out and how she gets the balance right.
Yeah, sure. Look, I'm very excited about the Rabone 7 colours. Like, 7 colours is such a South African thing. And then a samp risotto is always an interesting idea. The salad can be undercooked. You can use that for the right texture, obviously.
100%.
And also, cooking ostrich is tricky. Ostrich doesn't like being overcooked.
That is probably the one that time needs to be able to adhere to perfectly.
Oh, it's hard. It's far from being good.
So I've got a bit of Heinz curry spice and a bit of Heinz fine cinnamon powder. And I've cooked this butternut. So I'm going to grill it now with the spice on it. That curry will just give it a bit of extra Malay twist. I already know my biggest competition, flavor-wise and culture-wise, would be Sasha. She's got a lot of deep, hot flavors, and I can see she knows how to cook a good curry.
I am spicing my chicken with the Heinz steak and chop spice. I know it says steak and chops, but it does go on chicken as well, just to trust. And I'm using the paprika from Heinz as well and the mild and spicy curry powder. I remember my grandmother used to cook always with this, so it just brings back memories from home.
So I've got the chutney on the side going here. I've got some apple, I've put some toasted aniseeds in there now as well. Bit of citrus from the grapefruit, and then I'm going to smoke this as well when it's done.
Whew, I hope the judges like hot food.
I am crusting my fillet with coriander and a bit of black pepper to give it that
Biltong flavor. I'm worried about the cold smoking. I'm worried that the ostrich will actually overcook before I get to sear it.
I'm going to start the base to the custard, which is essentially an egg yolk. This is a new laid egg yolk. Look at that. My Sensodyne pen, I'm saving it for, as they say, case of emergency. Today cannot be an emergency.
I do believe that Damon's showing me flames today because he's very strong and he is 2 dishes. I'm stressed. I'm ready for him to go home so that I can win this competition.
All right, chefs, 1 hour down, 1 hour to go. Give it your best shot. Let's go.
Coming up as time starts to run out, has Rabone bitten off more than she can chew? Now you stand the chance of winning a KitchenAid 4.8-litre stand mixer, cookbook and a year's supply of Clover products valued at 25,000 Rand. To enter, create a proudly South African lunch dish inspired by this week's challenge using Clover products. Share a photo or video of your creation and a description of what you made on social media and tag at Tastemaster SA, at Clover South Africa, and include hashtag the Tastemaster SA. One overall winner will be selected from all the entries received over the 12-week competition period. T's and C's apply and can be found on the tastemaster.co.za.
Treating sensitivity is a simple fix. Sensodyne Rapid Relief relieves tooth sensitivity in just 60 seconds. I recommend Sensodyne to all my patients. It works.
Every bite is a little piece of home. Food Lovers Market, the home of biltong.
Using the Clover Greek yogurt as the base to my bobotie egg custard. The reason why I'm adding the yogurt is I'm hoping that the extra bit of fat will give it a bit of moist.
Have you smoked the ostrich yet?
Yes, those are smoking.
Can we take a look?
A bit too soon, but yeah.
I'm concerned about them being overcooked. Just check them before you carry on. You still have time to save it if you need to, okay?
As I open the foil to look at my ostrich, have the chefs in front of me. It's a groundbreaking moment. And I'm worried that it's overcooked, and it is.
Are you good redo?
So definitely a redo.
Okay, good call.
I grew up at a children's home, and one of the rules were kids were not allowed in the kitchen until the age of 13. When I turned 13, I was allowed, and I remember making my first loaf of bread. And that's when I fell in love with cooking. If I had to describe my style of cooking, it would definitely be comfort food redefined. We eat with our eyes first, but the food must scream home, hearty, and love. The journey of running my bakery and catering business has taught me resilience, helped me grow, and allowed me to be creative. In 2022, my sister Obiswa got me a stand mixer as a gift. To me, it meant more than a gift. It meant believing in my dreams, goals, and visions.
I think that Nozi is going to do well in the competition because she is headstrong and she is great at what she does. I've tasted her food countless times, and I do say that she is one of the greatest, in my opinion. Nozi's food is special because she makes it with love.
What excites me the most about this experience is that I not only get to do what I love, but to share my love of cooking with the rest of South Africa. What I'm hoping to prove with this competition is that your background or where you come from does not define where you're going.
Nozi, you have what it takes. Remember, you're a BAM. Remember our chant. You have woken up the angry lion. All the best.
Rabuni, how many colors do you have now?
So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a lot, chef.
Cool. So you're going for beetroot?
Yes.
Do you have enough time for that?
We will find out.
Are you going to judge me if I eat those chicken eggs with my hands?
Never that.
You won't judge
That
me.
is how you're supposed to eat.
Good.
I'm just gonna judge you if you ate it with a fork.
Ah, love it. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
I'm making my Sambo's meats carrot salad dish right now.
Tell me, how's your curry coming along?
It's being pressured.
Yeah?
It's putting me under pressure.
Is the pomporom part of your surprise?
Yes.
What are you making?
I'm just going to use it as a bit of height and garnishing.
Okay, so that doesn't sound very surprising. It's a curry with a pomporom.
Just cook through. I was worried about that, Sam, but I'm happy. Now I'm adding the something here. I've sorted my onions with some dried thyme and food lovers.
As a Babwiti eater and expert myself, I'm considering the mix looks quite dry. And it doesn't look punch and flavorful like you usually expect the Babwiti to look. Just be aware.
I am adding a bit of a sauce, which is this here. I'm going to smoke it first to put it inside, and then I'm going to mix it with a bit more water to thin it down.
Yeah.
Before it actually becomes like a shot. I'm keeping a close eye on the clock. Today is not the day to use the Sensodyne grater.
I used the clover yogurt today for my raita. I added mint, coriander, salt, lemon juice.
I am currently just toasting my rice just a little bit, and then I will be cooking it as normal. I just like the way it tastes.
I'll make it work. If I can get this in now, it should take 10-20 minutes at most.
All right, chefs, we don't want a good dish, we want a great dish. 30 minutes remaining, make some noise!
Halfway.
I'm busy with my chakalaka Sam risotto. It's literally the final touches. I'm happy with the grain Sam. I'm happy. I like the tanginess of the clover tangy mayonnaise, but at the same time I needed to just tone it down a bit because I did add some vinegar in it, so the plain yogurt does that for me. I definitely will get this done with 30 minutes left because I am her. I'm happy with the ostrich. Now I get to cook it on the pan.
This is my bruleed rooibos bulk tartlet, which I'm going to plate up now and dust in cinnamon.
I'm really stressed about the pressure cooker and whether my lamb is soft enough.
This is what I wanted.
Nossi, is this a sharing dish or is this one portion?
It's one portion.
Oh, wow.
So
For a giant?
I actually do realize that I got a bit heavy on the hand.
okay, I'll just do it in a different bowl.
What do you think, Travis? It's quite a portion of food.
100%.
Yeah.
My chutney needed a bit of a kick. And I'm standing here and I'm like, ginger. Well, I threw ginger beer. And the tropical ginger beer actually lifted it.
How did you go on your beetroot?
It is soft, it's cooked, but the color is a bit dull.
Yes. How do you think you're going to fix it?
Great question.
Do you have any red wine vinegar, possibly?
Maybe, yes.
I'm happy with the cook on my meat. It's not blue.
The meat is nice and soft. Literally
Why do you
for
want to
you.
roll it now?
So that it can fit into this. So I just take it like this,
Yeah.
then I roll it
Yeah.
because some of the shanks are a bit too big. Should fit in there.
There's a lot of smoke going around, there's a lot of flavors going around. Sasha behind me is cooking up a storm. I'm scared her curry is gonna take the cup.
All right, chefs, you have 2 minutes remaining on the clock. I want to remind you, you still have your Sensodyne Rapid Relief Pin.
I think that maybe it's time for me to play my Sensodyne pin.
If anyone wants to play it, now would be the time to do so. Rabone, is that your hand up? You want to play your Rapid Relief Pin?
Please.
All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, chefs. Move away from your stations. Rabone, your 10 minutes starts now.
Everyone is moving back. It's only me and the clock I have to push.
This is nice. Feeling the kwetsa.
All right, Rabone, the first one to use the Sensodyne Rapid Relief Pin. What did you need? What still needs to be done?
I need to finish off my carrots and my beetroot, and then we are good to go.
All right, and 10 minutes will be enough?
Yes.
Kind of has to be. Okay, cool. I'll leave you be.
Mad. First elimination for me, it was a crazy experience. It's my first and hopefully last.
We're talking South Africa. Flavour, yes. It's enough to keep me going in the competition.
I am currently just trying to toast it just a little.
I'm using Rhodes Quality Smooth Apricot Jam to add just a tiny bit of sweetness to my beetroot. I'm trying to kind of turn it into a sticky chutney of some sort, which is going to pair perfectly with the rest of my dish.
First elimination challenge, and I'm quite happy actually. At this point, it's the judges that's just got to tell me your spice and your flavor is there.
All right, Rabone, hands up. Step away from your station. Your time is up.
Well done, babe.
What was that? I'm feeling very happy that I managed to put almost everything that I wanted out there.
Once you've played your Sensodyne Rapid Relief Pin, you lose it. Hand it over, girl.
You gonna take care of it?
I'll keep it in safe hands, I promise. Thank you.
This better be enough to keep me from going home today, but we'll find out.
Up next, 4 unique South African-inspired dishes, but did they bring the flavors home for the judges? Authentic Mzansi flavor. Make meals bigger, bolder, and better with Heinz Spice, the strong one.
Why pay more for every tap? Pay low commission fees with our card machines. Bank on better with Capitec.
I am so nervous. There's always this doubt at the back of your mind that it's not enough.
Thanks for joining us, Sasha.
Thank you, Chef.
Sasha, please remind us again, what did you make for us today?
So I made a lamb shank bunny chow,
Yeah.
but I've used a croissant loaf just to elevate the dish. Are they gonna love it enough? Is it good enough to keep me in this competition?
I 100% agree with the flavors, but I probably don't agree with the technique of the whole lamb shank. I would have preferred just a little lamb knuckle curry, more saucy, more flavor. You know, there would have been more coverage on the lamb, essentially, of sauce and spice and flavor. You've got wonderful balance between the rahita and the curry. and the croissant loaf weirdly does its thing. It works quite well. There's acidity, there's depth of flavor, the use of spices is really good. It's excellent cooking.
You've hit all the marks. A very classic curry flavouring. Balance is fantastic. The raita and the sambal coming through lovely.
Can we rename you from Sasha to Spice Queen?
Yes,
Okay.
Sasha's Spice Queen.
There
I
you
love
go.
it. I was really relieved to hear that the flavours worked and the flavour was there. I think for me it was flavour, flavour, flavour.
If you got to run the Taste Master Kitchen in Delhi and you could put this dish on the menu, how much would you charge for it?
I would charge about 250 rand.
Now, what would you pay for this dish?
I would probably put in a price range of, being a lamb shank, 280 to 320. Do you think a bunny chow, how would it go down in the area for your target market?
I think a bougie bunny chow in Paul would work.
Perfect.
Okay, love it. Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you. Thank you.
My heart is pumping. I'm just like, get ready for this one.
Lucy, please tell me, what did you make for us today?
I made a risotto-inspired chakalaka samp with peppercorn and coriander-crusted ostrich fillet.
Do you think that this is a proper reinvention of a South African classic?
I do think it's a reinvention of South African food. It's elevated. It's not your normal samp and beans or creamy samp.
I do enjoy the flavour of the samp, but I would have liked it to be more punchy. When I think of chakalaka, I think of really sharp flavours. I think of like super spiciness. There's always that wonderful curry flavour. There's something in chakalaka that is so South African. The chopped corn is fine. It adds a little sweetness and crunch to the dish. The ostrich fillet is cooked well. I think for a thin piece of meat, it was cooked well. I think this dish is an interesting reinvention for me, but I think for it to shine as a South African revised classic, it needs a bit more refinement.
The concept of the dish as a whole, for me, I quite like. I look at it and especially in modern interpretations, you know, we cook a lot more than risotto nowadays. So I love the fact that you have done a cream samp. The ostrich is cooked well. The chakalaka for me is about spice and sweetness and that vegetable flavor coming through. So that's the one part of it for me that is kind of a letdown, is the punchiness of the risotto itself.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nossi.
I'm walking up to the judges' table and I'm just thinking of all the little last minute things that we always think about when serving. Did that tart set? Did the flavour actually cook through the way I wanted to?
What have we got here, Damien?
So you've got a bobotie tart with the traditional spices. And then I had an extra shell left and I made a rooibos-infused milk tart.
Did you grow up eating bobotie?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay.
And various styles, so crustless, in a tart, on a rice, on a potato, so because we were one of 5 kids, so starch and filling was our way to go.
So Damien, if I think of a traditional South African bobotie meal, I would like to have the bobotie itself, yellow rice and raisins, soup pompoen, a chutney. In this case, we're missing a lot of those sort of traditional elements that we would expect from bobotie. The meat needs to be caramelized properly. It's a layer of flavour. You know, in South African cuisine, apricot jam is very prevalent in a lot of our cooking, and apricot jam does make its way into bobotie. And also chutney. And then we get the egg lay on top. I understand that the egg lay made it almost like a quiche, but we do need a bit more bobotie flavour.
The bobotie needed more hearty flavour. There I agree, but also disagree, but agree.
When we reinvent dishes like things like milk tart, we have a responsibility to pay homage to where the thing came from. In South Africa, there's 2 styles of milk tart. There's a baked milk tart, which is probably my favorite, and then a set milk tart. This is neither. And it didn't set properly. I wouldn't call it a milk tart. If anything, it would be a port custard tart. I would have expected a bit more flavor from both those dishes.
I mean, I would start with the milk tart. The rooibos was incredibly overpowering. The bobotie tart I could have done with a little bit more sweetness and the building of the flavor. And it's the same with the chutney, so allowing the chutney to cook out, but then also the molding of the flavors as the chutney sits is one of the most important things.
I thought I put enough flavour in there. I thought that the tart would set. I thought a lot of things, but a lot of things didn't come through as much as I thought it would.
Damien, how much would you charge for this at the deli?
I would charge for bobotie and roast veg chutney, looking at about so between 200, 250.
Yeah, and for the milk tart?
As it is, about 140.
Okay. Just in my experience, probably for the milk tart, without any additional elements of ice cream or anything else, you'd probably be looking at about 105 to 120. And then the bobotie quiche, as I like to think of it, would probably be about, 190 to 215.
For sure.
Thanks, Damien.
Thanks,
Thank you
Damien.
very much.
2 steps in and I'm wondering if I seasoned everything. My heart, I can hear it in my ears.
Rabone, I see maybe 4 colors, but got a bit of white here. Where's the 7? What did we lose?
Yeah, we lost a bit of the beetroot, but
Okay.
it's fine.
Did you grow up eating like this?
Yes, I definitely did grow up eating like this. My mom, she wakes up early, Sunday morning, makes a big spread. By the 9 o'clock, she's done cooking and lunch is served.
You're the only person that gave us sort of a sharing meal, a family style meal, which I really enjoy, and I like eating like this. So I think everything that I've tasted today, possibly except for the corn, but everything else has been extremely well cooked. And the thing that strikes me is everything is seasoned well, which is also enjoyable. I think there's maybe 2 things possibly lacking. The one is something acidic and pickly, like a beetroot, for example, or what would have gone well. Or a little spoonful of something super spicy, like a homemade chakalaka would be good. The chicken I really enjoy. I like the flavors. It's the kind of food that I like eating. It makes perfect sense on the 7 colors plate. Carrots are good, spinach is fine, everything is so well seasoned. But I think the meal does lack a little of reinvention.
My first part of food that I had, it was incredibly well seasoned. It tastes good. Each individual element is on point. So yeah, acidity for me was lacking, and I think acidity is a big part of balance through a dish. And then with innovation could be something so small. You could have plated all 7 elements on a plate and just made them pop a little bit more. You could have done the carrots raw, marinated in a honey vinaigrette. There's so many different ways you could have approached it where they could have shown classic, but innovative at the same time. But saying that, I love the family style.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Rabone.
Thank you, Rabone.
Coming up, Damien, Nozi, Rabone or Sasha? Who will be the next contestant heading home? Now this is your chance to win 5,000 Rand courtesy of Capitec Business. We want to know which contestant you are banking on winning this season. Reply with your answer on the competition post on our social media pages and include hashtag the Tastemaster SA, hashtag Bank on Better and hashtag Bank on Capitec. T's and C's apply and can be found on thetastemaster.co.za. Proudly South African for over 125 years, bringing families together around the table. Clover, made with love.
Chefs, well done on making it through yet another elimination challenge. I know this is a place that no one wants to be in. One of you will be going home today.
My stomach is in knots because it's anybody's game at this stage.
But before we deliver the bad news, there is always some good news. The judges have decided that today there is one standout dish. And the standout dish of the day was made with love by Sasha. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Not only can you wear that honor with pride, but you also get to have an amazing experience with Chef Travis at Aram Restaurant.
Thank
well
you,
done.
Chef. Thank you. I'm emotional talking about it now because I didn't think that it was elevated enough.
And now for the 3 remaining chefs, one of your journeys comes to an end. Chef Bartes?
How are you doing, guys?
Not okay. The air feels so heavy that it's not something that I think I'll ever get used to.
That's okay. Lucy, would you please step forward? Damien, will you please step forward?
Hearing birds call my name, my heart's thumping. I don't know what this man's going to say now.
Lucy, Damien, today's brief was quite straightforward. Cook us a South African-inspired lunch dish, be innovative, focus on local ingredients, and give us something memorable. Sadly, both your dishes are at the bottom of being memorable.
I'm just standing there in shock because I'm like, what's happening? Like, they both looked so stunning.
Invention takes a little bit of thinking and rethinking and reconsidering. Sadly, the next chef to leave the Tastemaster kitchen is Damien.
Immediate heart sink, but yeah, I took his criticism and I'm running with it. I'm going to change up a few things in my life.
Damien, do you have anything to share with us?
The reason for coming to the show was to step out of a comfort zone yet again, and I think I did that.
Damien, thank you so much for being a part of the Taste Master Professional. It's now time to hang up your apron and leave the kitchen.
I was not expecting that. Honestly, I wasn't. It threw me with a massive curveball.
Never easy seeing one of your fellow contestants, and by now I'm sure friends, go home. But that just shows you how difficult and very challenging this competition is yet to become.
Guys, keep it sharp. Next week will not be any easier than today.
Next week on the Taste Master Professional, the top 8 enter a new round with another team challenge. It's all about big flavors on small plates as they tackle tapas. Featuring award-winning chef Aaron Pollack from Embark Restaurant in Johannesburg.
Another feel-good production.